everyone, Miss Linda here to help you answer a geometry question. So let's go ahead and go to full screen so I can show you on a board. This question, it's talking about the triangle JKL. So let's go ahead and draw it out. So it says in triangle JKL, we have, I'm going to sketch this. Doesn't have to be perfect, just basic sketch. I'm going to label these JKL. And again, my picture doesn't have to be to scale either. It's not necessarily to scale. We just need to have something to be able to label. So it says angle K is 3 times the measure of angle J. So because they're talking about other angles in terms of angle J, I'm going to make angle J my variable. And in this case, I'm just going to call it X. So it says angle K is 3 times the measure of angle J. So since angle K is 3 times that measure, I'm going to call it 3x. And it says angle L is 8 times the measure of angle J. So I'm going to call that 8x. So now I have all of my angles in terms of x values. So let me just move that a little bit closer. They're all in terms of x values now. So the only other thing we really need to remember is that for a triangle, all of its angles will always add up to 180 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a little algebra equation. So 8, oops, the marker's a little light, 8x, I'll just switch back to the blue, 8x plus 3x plus x is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so this is the formula that I'm going to be working with. So then we just have to simplify that formula down. So I'm going to go ahead and just clear off another whiteboard so that I can write on here. So we started with the equation 8x plus 3x plus x is equal to 180 degrees. To solve that out, I'm just going to go ahead and combine my like terms. These are all in terms of x's. So this is now 12x is equal to 180 degrees. From here, we're just going to use our algebra skills to go ahead and solve for my x variable. So I'm going to divide by 12 and divide by 12 here. That's going to get me what my x value is. So at this point, if you're allowed to use a calculator for your class, you can go ahead and whip that out and do the division of 180 divided by 12. And that gives you that x is equal to 15 degrees. If you can't use a calculator, you can also do this by hand, of course. So now that we know that x is equal to 15 degrees, let's go back to our picture to figure out what the angle measures are for all of my angles. So going back to my original picture, I know that x is equal to 15 degrees now. It's important to have our units because sometimes your teachers will take off points if you don't have units on it. So now we know that j is simply 15 degrees because it's just 1x. And then we know that the 3x value is going to be 3 times 15, which is equal to 45 degrees for angle K in this case. And then for your last angle, for angle L, let's see what 15 times 8 is. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. It's 120 degrees. So there you go. That's what angle L is. So now you have all of your degree measures for each of those angles. Hope this was helpful to you.